This guy calling the police on me. We at Essen again. And he calling the police on me because I'm asking him why is he selling free things that were stolen from our land? And why is he supporting criminals? I'm going to wait in the front for that. He said he's the boss, he's the owner, and he's supporting criminals selling free stuff, knowing that he owes everyone love and respect. Yep, this is where we are, folks. Right here. Supporting criminals. He can't answer a question. I have a right to come here, ask a question, and get an answer because you're a criminal. You're supporting criminals. So I have a right to do this work. And this is going up, baby. YouTube Live.
How many can I get?
I'm getting worldwide support because we are against criminals. We are against all the criminals that's putting people in slavery to work for their worthless pieces of paper called money and coin and virtual credits. People want to work for virtual credits in exchange for their birthrights to land, and they stole everybody's land, and now they're selling back the fruits and resources of the land to everybody. Thieves, criminals. So we're going to expose them, wait for the police to come, and we're going to see what the police have to say. This is the work of the gospel, and the kingdom of heaven is taking down Babylon and taking down all the corrupt institutions and entities here. So hopefully we have a cop here soon. We don't have to wait long. Where we at, folks? See where we at? Essen. Essen. The criminals call Essen. We're gonna wait for the cops to come and see what they're gonna say. And here he go. He taking a picture of me, right? Here he go taking a picture of me. We got his face good. Let's see if you gonna defeat the servants of Jesus Christ and the Heavenly Father, the Most High Creator. Let's see who gonna win this one. Because your kingdom coming down. We taking all you corporation criminals down. All you dead speak corporations, you dead speak people, you people that speak dead, speak death, we gonna take you down. Take you down. See, you got a brother right here. Because you stole his inheritance, stole his land. Now you got a brother here sitting on a sidewalk with his dog. Okay, so we gonna expose you. We gonna expose you, man. Simple question. Why are you selling stolen goods? And they claiming it's theirs, but they stole it. They stole America, they stole Canada, North Central, South America, Africa. They stole the whole damn world, these damn little group of international bankers. And then they're gonna take the resources of the land that they stole and then lie and put prices on it. When God said of every tree of the garden you may freely eat. So we're gonna see who's the damn liar. We're gonna see if whether you're the liar or whether God is a liar. You so-called U.S. citizens say in God you trust and you're one nation under God, but we're gonna see which God you're talking about. Whether your God is money, because you're under the money, you're not under the Creator, you're not under the Most High in Christ, and you're breaking Public Law 97-280. So we waiting for the police to show up. My YouTube people, we waiting for the police to show up. Because we challenged the boss and he couldn't satisfy his burden of proof with any preponderance of evidence. You lack a preponderance of evidence for your claims. And we gonna see if the police could come and present a preponderance of evidence to back up your claims. We gonna see that. Because guess what? You made a claim, the burden of proof is on you. And we gonna take you down. All you criminals one at a time. You guys, them guys over there, all you guys, you coming down. Coming down. When everybody has a right to call out crime and criminal activity when we see it, and we go prove it. We got all the documentation. We got all the documentation right here, you see? And then we got the Bible. Most of all, we got the Bible. We know they can't come up against the Bible, even though they're going against it. But we got the Bible right here, brother. We got it. Look at that. We got the Bible right here. Let's see if they're going to come up against the book. Let's see how y'all gonna come up against the book. Because God said of every tree of the garden you may freely eat, and y'all breaking that law. Bunch of damn devils, you work for the serpent. Just like the book of Revelation said, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. That old serpent called the devil and Satan. We gonna see if y'all gonna come up against what God said in the Bible. Okay, we gonna see. And he closing the door. You see? Yeah. So we gonna wait right here to see if the police show up to prove the point. Because you criminals have robbed humanity. You got people homeless. Think they're gonna be slaves to your freaking international bankers? Nobody gonna be slave to you, man, unless they're ignorant and unless they're docile, complacent, and passive. But you're not dealing with an ignorant, docile, complacent, and passive man here. You're not dealing with one of those here. Okay? So where they at? Where the police at, man? It's an emergency. That's what they claiming. They claiming it's an emergency. Where they at? Where they at? We waiting. The man calling the cops because I'm asking him a question he can't answer. So let's see what the cops say. Let's see if the cops can answer the question for you. Maybe the police can answer the question for you, huh? Maybe the cops can answer that question for you. You think they're gonna arrest me or charge me for asking you a question? Let's see, man, because you ignorant immigrants that come to this land, you don't know the law. You don't know the law, man. You're a bunch of ignorant immigrant criminals. Got my brothers and sisters all over on the frickin' sidewalk, sleeping on the damn sidewalk, because you're a bunch of criminals. All you corporations have robbed humanity, and the Spirit of God through Christ is going to take all you corporations down.
Just so you know, Donald Trump, you might be interested, Donald Trump, in actual fact, this will say something, is a 72-year-old fourth grader. This is true. And coming from New York like him, probably you, he actually dropped out in the fourth grade, and all those things you say about with the Wharton School, those were all scholastic credentials, but he never studied again after he dropped out of the fourth grade because he had all this money that Fred Trump left him. And he's a textbook example of why parents say, don't let the kids have access to the money until they're 18 or 21, because this is what happens.
Yeah,
so
but what do you think about this? This guy calling the police on me because I asked him a question that he can't answer, which is, why are you selling stolen goods from stolen lands? Why are you selling stolen resources? Which are the fruits?
He has no control over it.
Yeah, but this guy here said he's his boss. Because the last one I spoke to about a month ago, and the video is on YouTube, with him acknowledging that, hey, what can I do, you know?
You know what you do.
And then he tells his boss.
You want to get better results?
Yeah.
This is what I would do if
I'm going to go to the city council meeting.
No. I don't mean that. I mean, more than New York City, because he's a little old person in a big office. Get information to a supervisor and corporate, and then you find out about the company, and there's where you go.
But I served him a paper, like last time I gave him a paper document to forward. But listen, when you serve a paper on a corporation representative, and they're supposed to give it to whom it may concern, and they're supposed to respond to that document within a certain time period of 20 days. If they don't respond, they're in default.
Yeah, but that's not his fault, because his
responsibility is to take the paper and give it to whom it may concern.
Not his, because his boss's boss doesn't even know he or you or I is alive. That's why getting with him he's really small potatoes. He's like you and I.
Yeah, he's puny. He's like damn near invisible, non-existent.
But if you want to get some information about the store, and then check out the site, and then check out contact information, and then the more you know about the company, the more you can penetrate. But just going to a small potato, because they don't give a shit about him. They'll replace him in a New York minute.
Yeah.
He's like a Big Mac. You eat a Big Mac, you throw the wrapper away in a matter of 10 minutes.
That's true.
That's what he's like.
But what I do is, like, I've gone on a corporate website, and I hit the contact us link, and I send them a notification of what's going on.
I'm sort of letting you know if you want to get results.
But would you like my contact information? Would you like to help in your own kind of way contribute toward what we're doing in your own kind of way?
I don't have any money.
I don't neither. I mean, I'm against money. I hate money.
Oh, okay.
I hate that concept, that
I'm
religion.
just giving you like a little tip from one average Joe to the other.
All right, I appreciate you. I thank you.
Because if you really want it to be heard, whether we agree or not, and I'm not saying we do or we don't.
So you don't agree that they stole these lands and the resources, and now they're selling it back to the people? You don't agree with that?
They did, but not him.
No, not him, but he's helping. It's like you're assisting and helping criminals working for criminals. If you work for criminals, do you agree he's working for criminals?
But
he's working for criminals.
He's working for criminals.
All right, that's all I want to prove.
He doesn't have any control over it.
But he's supposed to be arrested. He's working for criminals.
It's not him that's supposed to be arrested, it's his boss.
So if I help somebody commit a crime, I'm not supposed to get arrested if I help somebody.
No, you're not supposed to. Because here's the thing. Let's look at it this way. Cops would not arrest him. You know why?
Why?
Because cops would consider him garbage. They want to arrest somebody that if you had the choice between arresting Alex Rodriguez, who is a criminal, and him, okay? If it were me, I would arrest Alex Rodriguez first. Because
he's responsible for him, or he. Yeah, I know. Get at the guys at the top.
Penetration.
Yeah, okay? but as far as the people who they put out there to commit the crime of stopping us from surviving, for the sake of giving them Federal Reserve notes and international bank currency,
he has no control.
They're actually the ones in possession of our stuff.
I'm not saying that he isn't. I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is, he has less control over this situation. That's why I'm saying.
But these people are evasive, though. These people way up there, they're very evasive, bro.
They're very evasive, but you gotta learn how to penetrate. Because I got people at Staples in trouble just by penetrating. I don't just go to a store manager or something like that, what you're doing, because...
No, I don't just, I contact the corporate headquarters too. I do that too. I try to hit them on all levels.
But what I see you as now, I see you as a hamster on a wheel. And that's all you're doing is a hamster on a wheel right now when you're fighting with him.
Listen, the scripture says preach to every creature, not just the people on the higher edge. It says preach to every creature.
But you need to go to the more influential.
I am. I'm going to hit them up. I acknowledge what you're saying is true. Correct. I'm going to do it.
This is a criminal country. If I had my way, I would be in Taiwan with my daughter, where that people work hard and are honest. Okay? The cops see them as garbage. Okay? You'll get arrested before him because when the cops when they approach garbage, they pick it out randomly.
But why would they arrest me for what crime did I do? All I did was ask this man to prove his claim.
I just told you because when it comes
what's the crime? What are they gonna charge me with?
Because when it comes to garbage, they pick garbage out randomly and they thumb through their books and they find something. They can find any.
But you know that diplomats are immune from the jurisdiction of the courts of this country? Do you know that?
I know that, but basically what I'm saying is the reason why they're immune is because this is a criminal country. And in this country, it's okay to commit crime. The criminals are actually more than the law-abiding citizens.
Yeah.
So if you really want to penetrate, this guy is a waste of your time.
All right.
I'm just giving you gum to chew on.
I'm just going to wait like 5 more minutes. If the cops don't show up, I'm going to make a move and then.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate you. Thanks a lot, though. Good advice. Good advice. I know.
Yeah. Make your actions fruitful.
I will. Thanks. So we just hit the 14-minute mark, brothers and sisters, and we still in front of the Essene Criminal Enterprise. And we're still waiting for the police to show up. And we don't see them anywhere in sight. All we see now is an ambulance. Okay, we're not seeing anything. Okay, challenging the people. What do you think? We're gonna wait out here? Let's wait. Come on, man. This is going up on YouTube. This is live. Okay, proof that, the man can't prove his claim as a representative, and he's making false reports violating Penal Law 2040.50 of New York. Okay, calling 911 when there's no emergency going on. Could someone explain what is the emergency when a man comes into a store and asks you, why are you selling stolen resources, stolen goods from stolen lands, okay, to the people who these goods were produced for? Why are you doing that? And the man asked me to leave, and why should I leave before I get an answer? That's what I would like to know. Okay, we waiting, man. We waiting and waiting and waiting. It's supposed to be cops around here, man. In this busy area, it's supposed to be cops around here. There's supposed to be cops around here. Why is it taking so long? Look, I done passed the 15-minute mark, man. Done past the 15-minute mark. And ain't no cops here yet. Criminals, man. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I know he called them too. I know he called them. So what's taking so damn long, man? What's taking so long for the cops to show up? I don't know. I want to know what this man is going to say. What is he going to say, folks? Huh? We hitting the 17-minute mark. What is he going to say? Burden of proof. Can they meet it? Can they satisfy it? Can they prove their claim? Can they prove their claim? Huh? These people are totally ignorant, man. Darkness covereth the earth, gross darkness, the people. But the light, the truth, the knowledge of the truth, the word of the Most High has shone on us and has arisen on us. Okay? The truth. The truth against you, devils. So where you at, man? Where you guys at? Look at that, man. Hitting the 18-minute mark. No police yet. How the hell long I gotta stay out here, man? I got power moves to make. I got other people to teach, other devils to rebuke, other brothers and sisters to wake up and edify. Am I supposed to be just waiting out here all along for this man, for a man to show up? Okay, because a man making a stupid, idiotic claim, you know what I'm saying? Trying to act like I'm doing something wrong, like I'm the criminal. We gonna see who's the real criminal, boy. We gonna see who's the real criminal. Okay? This is the Lord's work, man. And there's nothing you gonna do to stop it. Nothing. Okay? Nothing you gonna do to stop this work. Yeah, we gonna keep, like, you know, like the Edomite said. You gotta hit them high. But these guys here, they're a bunch of damn peons, man. Hit them high, hit them high, hit them high. Hit them low, hit them low, hit them low. That's what I'm doing. The man said I'm like a hamster on a wheel doing this, but guess what, man? You gotta teach this to every creature, man. Because just out of thinking the shit over, the man just might quit the job and go find something else to do with himself. So we're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. All right, here you go. So I would like to ask, this guy called the police because I'm asking him, right? Because this is the work, this is the ministry that I'm doing.
What's going on?
Which is to expose criminal activity. Are you aware that a license is permit to do that which is unlawful? I have two legal dictionaries
I
at
don't
home.
even know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about a license that all these businesses are operating under. The word license, the definition of a word license, are you aware that it means permission to do unlawful activity, and that if they didn't have that piece of paper and they were doing what they were doing, that they're illegal. It's illegal.
You're not even saying what they're doing. You're not even...
They're committing crimes. They're selling free stuff to people that come from the earth, from stolen lands like Central. They're selling things from Belize and South America.
It's fresh produce.
Okay, it's produced from the earth freely, right? Does the earth produce it freely with the help of the sun?
Sir.
What do you mean, sir? I'm asking you a question. The burden of proof is on them. Could you ask me a question? I'm asking.
How do farmers make a
Listen,
living?
why would he call you?
Let
me ask you a question. Why would he call you guys? Because I'm asking him, could he prove that these things are actually cost money? They cost money to get from the earth. That they're actually
farmers
like when
they sell it to
right. So the farmers get it freely from the ground, right?
Well, no, the farmers have to pay for all the water they use, all the cultivation.
Have you ever watched a plant grow out the ground?
Of course.
All right. Now, do they grow out the ground freely with the help of the sun and rain and water? Air?
Not these ones.
How? Where's your proof for that?
These ones, you need to fertilize. You need to
right. So where does fertilizer come from?
All that stuff is marketed, my man.
Where does it come from? Does it come from money?
All marketed.
Does it come from money?
Does what come from money?
The things that he's selling in the store, does it come from money? I'm asking. No. You guys are being exposed by the truth of the gospel, and you're not going to make a crime out of it. You're not going to make a crime out of it, man. They finally showed up, brothers. They finally showed up. So now we gonna push this truth, man. We're going to push this truth because I have the proof right here. You see, folks, we got the proof right here of what the truth is, right here. You're selling free things. Okay? So here it is. We're going to see what they say. Where's the crime? We're going to see who's committing the crime. Is it the bankers committing the crime against humanity? Who's committing the crime? Because we want to know. We want to know, man. We want to know. We want to know what's the proof. All I did was ask this man what proof and if he could prove it. And I gave him documentation, and I asked this man to forward the documentation to whom it may concern. So I proved that they commit a crime. I have all the proof right here what the truth is. I got the Bible right here.
They did not commit a crime, sir.
They are committing the crime right now. I have the proof. Can I explain it to you?
So if you go to the next store over,
I go to all businesses. I go to all companies. Actually, this claim of right that's mentioned in Article 155.15 of the New York Penal Law as an affirmative defense to larceny. This has been made 8 years ago and put out, published to all corporations and governments.
These items?
Purchasing it with what?
So they can sell them.
That's stealing. Are you supposed
stealing
to?
From who?
Let me ask you a question.
From who? The farmers who own the land?
We're stealing from the indigenous people of Canada, North Central, South America, Africa, and it does work that way.
If it was in your backyard, then yes, they can't.
This is my planet. This is our planet.
It's our planet.
Okay,
absolutely.
So we own the resources. The resources belong to the people on this planet, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's ours,
and someone who owns land, for example, a farm.
Who owns land? Land is held in common. You didn't know that? Land is held in.
You're never going to get anywhere with this argument with
me. What do you mean?
It's not an argument.
What do you mean? We're pulling down strongholds according to 2 Corinthians with this.
Yeah.
2 Corinthians says this word is to pull down the strongholds because this is of the devil. God said, of every tree of the garden you may freely eat, and you know that. That's in Genesis chapter 1. That's my dominion. That's the dominion of all people. That's your right. You have a natural birthright to land.
And his right?
We have all rights to land, and we're supposed to share land.
His right as a business owner is...
Listen, we're one of the owners. We own the stuff just as much as he or anybody else owns the stuff.
You're deterring people from using his...
Listen, we're deterring people from supporting criminals.
And he's asking you to leave.
I have a right to deter people.
And he has the right to
I'm asking him to leave.
He has the right to
I'm asking him to leave. I have a right to ask him to leave too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
He owns that.
My right is right here. What are you talking about? You want me to show it to you?
No.
All right. You don't want me to show you my rights, right? You don't want me to show you my rights?
It's just not making any sense.
You're not making any sense.
Sir, this is his business.
Because the sun produces all these things. These things couldn't be produced without the sun. You have any evidence to the contrary of that?
You're not understanding.
You're not understanding. Why should I understand that a man say something grows out the ground, and because he picks it from the ground and he doesn't want it, he's not going to use it, but he's going to take something from somebody's inheritance or people's inheritance and go sell a part of people's inheritance to other people. Let me ask you a question. Are you supposed to sell people's inheritance?
From his own land? Absolutely, because it's not people's
Our land. Yes, yes, from my own land. Is he supposed to sell something from my land? This is my planet, brother.
No.
It's not my planet?
That's not the way it works.
This is not our planet?
Of course it's our
All right,
planet.
so it's our planet, so we're supposed to share the resources.
Sir, do you need an ambulance maybe?
Do you need an ambulance?
No, absolutely not.
Because I could test your competency right now. Is that an English name on your badge?
English name?
Is that English on your badge right there? That name right there.
If I'm from England.
I'm testing your competency for you. So you want to test me, I'm going to test you.
I'm not testing
Ward,
you.
W, capital W, capital A, capital R, D. Is that English? Is that English?
Is it English? No,
Yeah.
it's Irish. It's Gaelic.
No, I'm talking about this sign on your badge that says capital W, capital A, capital R, capital D.
Is it written in the English alphabet?
Is that English?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Is that your name?
Yes.
Could you prove that? Let me see your ID.
No. I don't have to
Oh,
show
wow.
my ID.
So why are you misrepresenting yourself?
This is my name and my shield. You could.
Is that
take
English?
That's enough.
Is that English?
Sorry.
Is that English?
Again, you're.
What about
you're really not
the wording
making
on your
any
patch? Is that English on your patch right there?
You're not making any sense.
Oh, so you don't know what American Sign Language is? The language of the deaf and the
American
dumb?
Sign Language? No, I don't.
You don't know?
I wish I knew.
Okay, so have you ever read a Styles manual? Have you read a Styles manual before?
Sure, why won't you just leave the front of this
Because
building?
our job is to expose criminals.
There is no criminal activity.
I just
going
proved
on
it.
here.
First, they have a license. That's proof of criminal activity. I asked you when you came here if you knew the definition of a license.
So what about the pizza place across the street?
I approached them too. I approached McDonald's too, if you know. McDonald's also called the police on me, but guess what? They couldn't charge me because there's no crime being committed. The truth was being taught.
Right, and there's no crime being committed at
As long as the gospel and the truth according to the Bible is being taught, okay, you guys can't find no crime because I'm an ambassador for Christ. And I'm carrying out my official duties, which is to what? Teach this word to every creature. Teach what Christ taught us to everybody. That's the Great Commission.
And that's your right to do that.
All right, so why are you guys here trying to impede and obstruct my official duties as a foreign minister and as a foreign official?
Want you out front of
Listen,
this location
we are calling them out for crimes, and they stole this land from us. They stole this land from us. They stole Canada from us. They stole Africa from us.
Who is they?
Okay, a group of people known as the Caucasian race and their armies. Okay, people of the Caucasian race. With assistance with other people, like it tells you in Psalms chapter 83, verses 1 through 4. There's a conspiracy against the native indigenous people of North Central South America and Africa to rob their lands, rob their resources, and put prices on it and sell it back to them. So you have to pay to breathe, brother. You have to pay for your life. You have to pay for your existence. You believe that? You have to pay for water.
I could have my own garden in my house.
But nobody could prove that water costs money, brother.
I could go from there.
Nobody could prove that land costs money. They have businesses here selling dirt, like Home Depot, selling dirt. Who could prove that dirt costs money? Huh? I dig up some dirt. There's dandelion that grows wild on the sidewalk. So if I went around collecting dandelion, right? You telling me I have a right to charge people for something that I got free from the ground? Dandelion grows around the city for free.
Yeah.
And they sell dandelion in here right now. Telling people they gotta pay for it. You telling me that's not a crime?
You can't take the plants that are city owned right here on the streets. No, you can't do that.
What proof? First of all, what proof you have the city owns that? God owns that stuff.
Because the city planted those.
First of all, Psalms 24 verse 1 tells you that the earth is the Lord's, the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. You don't know the Bible? You don't know that there's a public law 97-280 that says that the Bible is the word of God and there's a national need to study and apply the teachings of the scripture? Look, the law right here. The law's right here.
Sir, I understand.
The public law is right here, brother. Hold on for a second. I'm going to show you. Because you brothers have to be taught too. What branch of government is responsible for teaching the law? Nobody. That's why you have a separation of church and state. Because the church is supposed to teach you brothers and sisters that want to be a part of government, which is a ministry. The church is supposed to teach you the law. Where does the law come from? God. Nature, natural law. That's where all law comes from. Even your little codes and stuff, it all descends from natural law. There's a hierarchy of law. So a priest is high up on the hierarchy of authority as a minister of God. We're over all these people because they're in our jurisdiction. This is an ecclesiastical jurisdiction your municipality called the city of New York is in. Your municipality, called the city of New York, is within our jurisdiction, my brother. But you know what? If you brothers don't want to acknowledge the truth and work and use your power that God blessed you with to be officers to help get rid of criminality and the enslavement of humanity, y'all brothers is on the wrong side, man.
So you're pretty much saying that all these businesses should not be here and we should just clear it and have...
No, because it's a crime. It tells you that in order for you to receive the mark and the beast, which is buy and sell, in order for you to buy and sell, it tells you in Revelation chapter 12.
Now, how did you get all this clothes that you're wearing?
By using fake money that has no value, okay? And I've bartered it. I've just traded it with somebody for that.
And how do you think they got it?
Do you know that the currency has no value? No intrinsic value in and of itself?
Yeah.
All right, so that means that a transaction is criminal because there's no exchange of value. Isn't a transaction supposed to be an exchange of value? Yes. Would you agree? A transaction is supposed to be an exchange of value? No, it's not. Come on, brother. Your brothers is killing me right now, man. You brothers don't want to acknowledge the truth. I don't know whose side you on. You're supposed to be.
We're not on a side. There's no sides here.
Listen, brother, we doing the Lord's work, brother, and this man called y'all to try to defend criminals.
In front of his establishment.
This is our establishment. It's made out of our materials.
It's not, sir.
This establishment belongs to the people in this society. This is our establishment. This belongs to the people. This don't belong to some little group of a little guy somewhere up in some corporate office. This belongs to all these people. All the stuff they selling in there, it belongs to all of us. My question is, why are they selling humanity their own resources?
The person's choice to buy their resources. So
yeah, it's a choice. It's a choice, but there's no obligation.
No,
Where is the?
Of course.
All right, there's no obligation to buy free stuff.
So you don't have to be in here
But
buying it.
wait a minute. There's no obligation to buy free stuff, brother.
no one forces them to buy it. It's their choice to buy it.
But this man just called the police on me because I'm asking him, can he prove?
People away from his
Listen, listen. All I did was ask the man, can he prove that the stuff in there that the person who the farmers or whoever? I just asked the man, where is his proof that the stuff costs money to get it from the ground?
He doesn't have to show you.
Sir, we
Yes,
understand.
he does, because if you make a claim, you're supposed to know a person who makes a claim has a burden of proof. If it's civil, it's by preponderance of evidence. If it's criminal, it's beyond reasonable doubt. How are you an officer and you don't know that? How are you an officer and you don't know that if a man make a claim that he has to prove his claim? How you don't know that, brother?
You have to prove it to proper authorities, not to someone.
All right, well, I'm a proper authority, which is the people who are the ones that this food is produced for by nature.
That's not the way it works.
We are the authorities over the food.
You don't have to be.
We are the authorities over the resources.
You don't have to be a customer here.
Listen,
You don't have to
is
be.
government...
It's your right.
But listen, let me ask you a question. Are the governments on the earth representative?
I don't even
Are they
know
representatives?
What you mean by that? I'm not,
All right,
yeah.
all right. The governments on the earth that oversee and manage these resources being put into commerce. Are those governments like the United States government and the state government, are those governments of representative capacity to represent the people, the masses? Do they represent the masses?
Supposed to.
All right, so who is the one in authority? The representative